Hey, hi, how are you?
Hello, world.
Hello,
What?
and welcome back to our long-form improvisational broadcast, The Rigmarole.
Rigmarole.
If you've never been with us before, what we do is some long-form improv comedy based on you, the audience. You give us 3 suggestions at the top. We take those suggestions, sprinkle them throughout the show, beginning, middle, and end. So if you give a suggestion, stick around because it will get paid off. Once we pay off the first suggestion, we will branch out from there. Same thing happens with the second suggestion. It will be a jumping off point for us to branch out, and probably the same with the third suggestion.
If our solemn promise to you is that your suggestion, if chosen, will show up in some form at some point during the show. This is our contract, which we intend to fulfill. What's that? Oh, the cookies are done? No, that means that one of us is signaling to the other one, I'd like to start a new scene. So if you hear that sound, that means that a new scene should be beginning shortly. What else do? We turn our cameras off and back on to make entrances as new characters. Sometimes we'll go out during a scene and come right back in as a new character. That's what that signals. And we also can play each other's characters. So if Marc is a character and I decide I want to take on that character, I can do so, but I'll have to do it the way he did it. Otherwise, it's going to be confusing. Right. Like that. Right. Like that. That's his go-to guy right there.
Hey.
With me today is the spacious and accommodating Marc Little.
Oh, thank you. And with me today is the fabulous and flamboyant Kerby Grubb. Ladies and gentlemen, we would love to get a suggestion from you. And the first one was created by our very own Kerby Grubb.
Make up the title of a Quentin Tarantino film. If none are coming to mind off the top of your head, he wrote the screenplay for True Romance. Then he went on to make Reservoir Dogs and then Pulp Fiction. I think Jackie Brown might have been next. We have The Hateful Eight, Inglourious Bastards. We also have the Kill Bills, Volume 1 and 2. So that should get you started. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. What is a made-up title of a Quentin Tarantino film?
Fun fact, my brother was not allowed to watch Kill Bill because it was rated R, and he was reminded that for years. 8 Horses Too Late.
Ooh, that's quite juicy. Thank you, Marie. That's wonderful.
Yeah, thank you very much, Marie. Oh, Julie Little says, hot soda.
Hot soda!
Hot soda.
Hot soda, y'all!
Running with 2 kangaroos.
Oh my God, it's like Tarantino's here himself.
Thank you, Quentin.
Thanks, Quint.
And Slasher Takes the Market.
Ooh, a slasher takes the market. Oh, I like that. I like that very much indeed. This segment is brought to you by Ultraviolence. Ultraviolence, great for films, bad for real life. Ultraviolence, watch out!
Also brought to you by Hats for Pajamas. At home, wishing you could be asleep, but still wearing a hat? Hats for Pajamas has the solution for you. No longer does your head have to be exposed just because you're sleeping. Hatsforpajamas.com.
Hats for Pajamas. Oh my gosh. We're so lucky to have them. They're really such a prolific sponsor. Running with Sharp Knives. These are all quite good. Mo Says No. Wow. That sounds like I think Tarantino's gonna make that movie. Slasher Takes the Market. I feel like Slasher Takes the Market. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know what that's gonna be, but I think I like Slasher Takes the Market.
I love it. Our next question for you, a prompt, if you will. Choose the most glorious time period to ever have existed. I have a strong guess what might appear in the chat from our wonderful audience, but who's to say? This segment is brought to you by Shields and Stuff. Shields and Stuff going to war and need protection for your upper body? From upper thigh to lower chest, Shields and Stuff has you covered.
Shields and Stuff, they just came out with shin guards too. So, no more getting stabbed in the shins when you're out in the, let's get Byzantine.
Let's get Byzantine.
Let's get Byzantine.
Thank you to Marie for your suggestion of Byzantine.
That's wonderful, Marie.
The Aquatic Empire of the 500s, another classic, is back in business. We love it. The 1960s also is making a visit to us.
There's so much happened in the 1960s.
So much did happen in the 1960s. I think we're going to have to go. Caveman era. Also very good.
Ooh, that one's enticing. That one's very, very, that one's tickling me. But today I feel like is the day for the Byzantine era. Oh, all right. Oh, we had a second. There's a second on the Byzantine.
There we go. Easy enough. The Byzantine.
I feel like they're trying to ram that one through. I'm not sure.
Hey, well, it's a show for the people, by the people. No communism.
Consider it rammed.
Consider it rammed.
All right. And what was a childhood secret of yours? What was a thing that you thought needed to be a secret when you were little, when you were a kid, that maybe later you found out shouldn't be a secret? Maybe you found out that it was good that it was a secret and someone didn't go to jail and you carried that around with you for years. I'm just saying, like, maybe, not for sure, just as a possibility.
This segment is brought to you by repressedmemories.org. Have a memory you wish never existed? Repress it. Need some mustard for a burn on your hand from the 4th grade, but can't get the smell out of your nostrils? Repressedmemories.org will help you deal with all that and so much more.
Repressedmemories.org. Want to know how a website can help you repress a memory? Sign up for free and find out today.
Upload your consciousness and download a new life.
Repressedmemories.org. Okay, what do we got here?
Dashed and dined.
Dashed and dined.
Okay.
Found dirty magazines at school and didn't tell anyone.
That is true.
Dirty magazines at school and didn't tell anyone.
At school.
Yeah, at school. Wow.
Uh-oh.
What school did you go to?
Yeah, it's dangerous.
Sign me up.
Oh, wow.
Dashed and dined, found dirty magazines at school. Lori also said Civil War. That was for the last one. I think we gotta talk dirty mags.
All right.
I think we gotta go dirty mags.
All righty. Dirty mags.
So,
what?
Let's review
it up.
So, for our suggestions, we have Slasher Takes the Market.
Yes. And
yeah, please.
The Byzantine era for our second suggestion.
You know it, you love it. We don't. We have no idea. And Dirty Mags found at school they didn't tell anybody about. Ladies and gentlemen, this is
the rigmarole. It's a rigmarole.
Hear ye, hear ye. All villagers, come to the town square at sunrise for the town meeting that shall commence about the purity of water and also voice throwing lessons. As you know, my name is Jacob Montague. I am the town screamer, and I will be coming around to make sure that everyone attends the sunrise meeting. Thank you. See you soon.
Open up. It's Jacob Montague.
Jacob! What? I'm washing my Sunday best. What is it?
Henry, if you're washing your Sunday best, it needs to be dry by now. The town meeting is very soon. It's in a half hour.
Jacob.
Henry.
This power of the town yeller has gone to your head, okay? We don't necessarily need someone to come around and make meetings and stuff.
Henry, if we didn't need it, why would I have this badge? Why would I have been granted a badge by the town sheriff?
You petitioned the town sheriff to make you a special badge. It never existed before, and now you wear this badge with some. Look, Jacob, this is the Byzantine era, okay? There are no rules. It's absolute mayhem, okay? I'm washing my clothes to go to church so I can pray to God that I will not be eaten by a saber-toothed lion.
But Henry, I think if I could circle back to your first point, the badge which was made up is no different than the clothes which you are washing. They too were made up at one point. Think back to our dearest Adam and Eve. Think to the Bible study Father McGillicuddy, the priest, was telling. Think back to it, Henry. Think back to Father McGillicuddy's his tale of Adam and Eve.
I do remember Father McGillicuddy's tale of of Adam, the battle of Adam and Eve. I remember it as a battle for some reason. Is that accurate, Jacob?
That's yes. I wasn't fortunate enough to be there, but I heard many good things about the talk. So
You're trying to get me all sidetracked. You have gone crazy with power, the power of the sewn-on badge, and we, for one. In this household, my wife and my 2 children and I, we do not recognize your authority. We live in a lawless society.
Well, Henry, you won't be happy when I bring the sheriff back.
You do your worst, Jacob. Do your worst.
Sheriff, I told them to come out because I am the town screamer and we have city and town events to get to, but he said he doesn't recognize my authority, Sheriff, and I don't think it's fair. I think he should recognize my authority.
Oh, Jacob, you're adorable. You are such a funny little man with your pencil and your tell me what to do. Listen. This is not a sanctioned position, my friend. I did this because, as you know, your mom and I have been courting, holding hands down by the lake. And she asked me, well, Jacob needs something to occupy his time. I said, let's give him this badge that he wants and he can go on telling people what to do, but it's got no authority on my
friend. Sheriff, if that's true, then why did my mom say that the badge made me look like a strong boy?
Well, because you are a strong boy. Because you are a big, strong boy. And tonight, after dinner, I'm going to bring some pork rinds over for dinner. And after dinner, we're going to need you to go into your room and put the cotton wool in your ear for an hour of time and lay on your bed and look at the ceiling.
Sheriff, this is the 8th night in a row you're bringing over pork rinds. I, frankly, am quite tired of them.
A sheriff needs pork rinds, Jacob. A sheriff needs pork rinds, particularly with your mother.
Sheriff, will you please just go over to Henry's and tell him he has to listen to me? I am the town screamer.
If I go and I tell Henry and his family to listen to you, that you are ordained with authority of the Byzantine sheriff, then will you stick the wool in your ear tonight and let your mother and I have pork rind time?
Of course. Yes, of course.
Let's shake in a Byzantine way. Good.
You still have my hand, Sheriff.
Deal is sealed. Henry! Henry! Open up! Open up! Open up the wooden door!
Well, yeah, what is it?
Henry. Hi. I understand
Sheriff?
Jacob came around here earlier flashing his badge around, yes.
Jacob has no authority, and I refuse to acknowledge him. He's just a whiny little boy who screams.
Oh, Mrs. Henderson. Hi. Well, let me remove my hat. Hello, ma'am. You looks like your Sunday washing was done. You look very nice today.
Well, thank you. This is actually a new dress.
Okay, Sheriff, don't talk so familiarly with my wife, okay? She's sort of impressionable, and I wouldn't want anything weird I'm getting a bit of a weird vibe between you two.
Henry, please. He's just being kind.
I'm being kind. Look at the flowers in your hair. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track here. So,
Yeah, you are getting a bit off track, Sheriff.
Well, and that's what I came here. God, that perfume. What is that? Lilacs? God, you smell so good. I can't even think.
It's lilac mixed with fresh thyme flowers. I picked them from the garden, Sheriff.
Have you ever tried pork rinds? Or are you a pork rind? Sheriff, what's going on here, man? What are you talking to my wife about pork rinds for, man? This is not cool.
Well, I'm interested in the pork rinds.
She's clearly interested, Henry. So I don't mean to. Oh, your kids here too. We see what you're doing. We see you from the loft.
Kids, stay in the loft and please just be quiet. Go back to organizing the pieces of fabric I gave you. Go back to fabric organizing. We have a large quilt to build.
Something is sort of fishy down here, Mom, and I don't know why you're being so nice to the sheriff. Go back upstairs, you little ones. Don't talk to my kid like that. That's my son. You don't talk to him like that.
Well, it's ours. He's our son, Henry, and I think it's appropriate. The boy could use a bit of a lashing verbally.
A bit of a lashing. Okay, I'll handle the discipline around. Sheriff, what do you want? Okay. I'm all right. Look, just when Jacob comes around, just placate him. Just tell him, okay, no problem. We'll go along with it. He's got emotional problems.
What I don't think you realize, Sheriff, is by you asking me to recognize his false authority, you're truly asking me to recognize any sort of authority that he has. And I, as such, refuse to recognize any authority.
Henry, I'm with you. It's the Byzantine, okay? There's no rules. I'm not even sure what a sheriff is supposed to do. I'm the first of my kind in anywhere. So I didn't know that it came with all this responsibility or there was laws or anything. I'm trying to make pork rinds with his mom. If you could just help me out here.
Sheriff, it's understandable. Every new job starts with a learning curve, Sheriff, and you are clearly on the curve.
Oh, listen to you, Dorothy. Your voice is just wonderful.
Oh, Sheriff, welcome back to the butcher shop. Need more pork rinds already?
Yes, that's right, Carmine. I have been going through the pork rinds like nobody's business. I've got pork rinds with Steph tonight, Stephanie, the maiden, the fair maiden. I've got pork rinds with Henry's wife, Genevieve, tomorrow.
With Henry's wife?
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're keeping me in business, go ahead and have pork rinds with whoever you like.
Well, it's fine. It's a Byzantine era, okay? Pork rinds are fine. It's not in the Bible. You can't have pork rinds with somebody.
Sheriff.
Look at those.
Sheriff, people in the town have been saying things, and they nominated me to broach it with you.
What?
You have to stop referring to the era in which we live.
But it just kind of rolls off the tongue. Byzantine.
Have you ever been to Byzantium, Sheriff?
I can't say that I have.
That's right, and that's why people feel like it's a bit of appropriation for you to be using the name of the capital of the world, but you've never even been there.
Well, it's still the era. I'm still alive in this same era. I can refer to the era that I'm in, right? No, is that somehow derogatory toward the Byzantinian people?
The people of Byzantine are very proud people. And the idea that you're going to be here, just walking around the town, quoting the name of their city all the time as if you've been there, when you ain't even seen it, it just seems a bit much.
All right, you know what? I'm going. I'll go. I'll go to Byzantine. I'm not scared. I'm a sheriff. I can go. I'll be there before the end of the Byzantine area for sure.
Well, that's the problem. It's a Byzantine era. But you call it the Byzantine area.
Well, it's an area, it's a region, it's a time. I'm kind of confused on what it is, really.
I got one piece of advice. If you get there and you see a man with one eye, that's Alexander the Great.
One eye? He's only got one eye?
Well, he keeps one closed because in case he gets into a battle, he wants to be able to open them both so he can see twice as sharp.
He is great. He is great. That guy. I mean, I've read scrolls. I have read some scrolls about that guy. He is woo. Yeah.
But if you travel too far north, you're going to run into an imposter named Alexander the Grape. And he's a winemaker.
Okay, good to know. Alexander the Great, one eye. Alexander the Grape, not him. Different guy, winemaker.
That's exactly right.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks for all the heads up. You know what? I'm gonna go today. I'm gonna saddle up my horses, take these pork rinds on the road with me, a little road trip.
Well, all right. You're gonna leave a couple ladies pretty sad, but I think this is more important. This is a pilgrimage.
We'll pork rind before I go to town.
Oh well, all right. Well.
Sharpening knives. Hello, my little friends. Hello. Oh, the butcher knife. You're looking good today. You're looking fun. Looks like you're ready to slash. Oh, a steak knife. Ooh, a precision tool. Smells like metal and also smells like rain. Yes. Oh, yeah. I still got some juice on there from last time I had a steak. What's a good name for me? Okay, before I go on my killing spree, I should probably have a name of some sort. Let's see. I like to slash. I'm ready to kill at any moment. Really enthusiastic about knives in the teeth here. Let's see. Workshopping some names. The Knifey, Mr. Knifey, knife biter, Sharpie, the sharp master. Let's see. You're gonna die soon. No, watch out. These cut. Gotta come up with a good slasher name, something fit for the newspaper. Let's see here. What else? Cutsies. Stabberific. Mr. Stabby. Cutting you up. I'm a real cut up. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, let's see. What else?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, hon, did you see this article in the paper about...
Yes.
Did you see, babe? Did you see the article?
I can't believe there's been another cheese shortage.
Another chicken shortage.
Cheese, I said.
Right. It's also what I said. Yep.
Why don't you actually read it?
I can't read.
Why do you just guess? Why do you guess every word based on the first letter? Why do you still do that, Harold?
Listen, I have a confession to make.
Tell me.
I never learned how to read, so every morning when I stare at the paper and I ask you, have you read the article, I have no idea what I'm talking about.
That would explain why I dress for inappropriate weather almost daily. I was wearing shorts and a tank top in a thunderstorm last week, Harold.
It was
per your recommendation.
All I do is I look out the window and I go outside before you come down in the morning and I feel the air and I go, yeah, probably going to rain or probably not. I don't know how to read. I can't read anything.
That's why I always would say, what does the paper say the weather is? And then you son of, this is the straw that breaks the camel's back, Harold.
Deborah, do not leave me. Do not leave me. I cannot work at the factory without you. I cannot make it through those long days.
Well, you're going to have to work at the Glade Dental Floss factory without me, Harold.
I won't make it. I won't make it. If you leave me, they're gonna find me strung up with dental floss.
Well, if that's your choice, Harold, that's your choice. I'm doing what I've always said I'm doing. I'm moving to Wisconsin.
Yeah. These two look pretty good. Let's see, just fighting in their kitchen. I don't think anybody would care if I stabbed them to death. Maybe. I don't know. Now he's crying. I don't know. He seems kind of sad. I don't think I want to stab them.
Hey, Peter, this is your conscience. How are you? You don't have to answer. I already know. You're not doing so good.
Is that why you're finally talking to me?
No, that's why you're trying to think about stabbing people. I'm talking to you so that you can realize that stabbing's not the way.
Stabbing is the way. I have a name picked out and everything. Stabby McGee.
Well, I know you spent a lot of time on that name, Peter.
If you were in my head that whole time, you would have known. I went round and round.
Well, Peter, despite your valiant efforts to come up with a wonderful name...
Can you call me Stabby, please? Can you please just call me Stabby? Just for this conversation?
Peter, I'm not going to.
Fine. What? I'm not going to stop sharpening this knife.
Well, good, Peter, because it would be unkind of you to try and kill anyone with a dull blade.
Where are you, by the way?
I'm in your mind, Peter.
No, I knew you were going to say in my mind, because if you were someone that wasn't inside of me, I would already be slashing and stabbing at you.
You're obviously having a hard time understanding your conscience, Peter, because what I'm telling you is that stabbing and slashing is not the way.
And what I'm telling you is that I feel like this is my calling, okay? And, it's not unusual for people to battle it out with their conscience against, a big life decisions. I feel like I have a real knack for stabs and slashes and cuts of all kinds, and I want to make something of it.
Sir, are you standing outside my window with the blade for a reason?
Stab, stab, stab.
Sir, my window is closed.
Can you open it?
Do you promise not to stab me?
I do not at all promise that. Nope. In fact, you'd be wise to think the opposite. Go ahead.
Well, can you at least ask nicely?
Please open your window.
Okay, well, it's locked. Hold on, just let me unlatch it. Peter, I don't think you should do this. Just give me 1 sec.
Wait, just don't open it yet.
Well, I'm almost done with the latch.
Well, hold on. I'm having a conversation with my conscience. Hey, conscience.
Yeah, Peter, what's that?
What if I didn't kill him and I just stabbed him a little bit? Like maybe in the arm.
You know you're speaking out loud, right?
Yeah, I'm talking to my conscience.
Okay, but I don't even read lips and I know exactly what you're saying. Peter, I don't think you're going to get away with it.
You know what? Never mind.
What? It's unlocked.
I'm going to go to the market next door.
What's that?
I'm going to go to the market next door.
I tell you, it's not as easy living next door to a market as you might think. We bought the place thinking, oh, we're not going to have to walk far for groceries. But there is noise all hours of the night with the pickups, the deliveries, the drop-offs. It would drive you to stab someone.
Well, that's what I plan to do. You got a bell on the door there, huh? That's good. No people coming in and out.
Yo, okay. Hi, welcome. You're like, you've never seen a bell before, huh? That's fun. That's a nice night.
How much would it be to take this market?
You're trying to buy my entire business from me?
I was thinking more of a take of it.
I only have like $100 in the drawer, sir. It's not worth it to rob me.
Yeah, more of a slashing or a taking by force, a slashing. I haven't really have it worked out yet as far as how I'm going to go about it. But like, also Stabby, can you call me I'm Stabby. Nice to meet you.
Well, you have a mechanic's jumpsuit on that says Peter in the name tag. So
No, that's not. This is a patch. This is just a patch. Here, let me cut that off. That's not.
Did you cut, Peter? Are you okay? Did you cut yourself? You sell Band-Aids. I can offer you a Band-Aid.
Oh God, I'm bleeding. Oh God.
Okay, hold on. I have a first aid kit.
Oh God.
1 second. Let me get the first aid kit.
So, this is Byzantine, huh? Okay. Yeah. Let's see who we can find here. Hello, Byzantine! Is anybody up yet?
Hey, I'm up.
First thing first, huh? Okay, guy with one eye. Are you Alex?
No. You're thinking of the king. You're thinking of Alexander the Great. No,
yeah, I was told he keeps one eye closed.
Well, he does. He keeps one eye closed. I actually lost this eye in battle. There's a difference. It's a subtle difference, but it's different.
I'm very embarrassed. I'm from a small little hamlet a day's walk away. I'm not very educated. And
no. Trust me, you're not the first one to make that mistake. It's actually an honor. The king he's very good looking, and for you to think that we were one and the same is.
Hey, listen. I've been getting a lot of flack back home about using the name of the era. Do people around here refer to the name of the, like, do they say, here, today's Byzantine times? Do people ever say something like that?
Well, we do, but we're from here. So that's okay for us to say. You're not, as far as you've disclosed to me, you're not from here. So I don't know why you would describe it like that.
Yeah, but I live in the era. I live in the time. I'm not saying like I'm from, Byzantine. I'm saying I'm in the Byzantine era.
No, but when we say it, we mean we're in the Byzantine era. like we're in the space, which is the Byzantine space.
I think we're getting caught up in semantics here, and that's not.
My
really
daughter's
right.
name's Samantha.
Oh, is she? Does she like pork rinds?
How did you know that?
Well, can I meet her?
Well, yeah, but she's still asleep. It's very early in the morning right now, as you pointed out when you first walked.
I'll wait right here.
Okay, well, she's a late sleeper, so you might be here for a few hours.
That's fine. Can I sit on this piece of wood that's
will you
outside your front door?
please sit on that wood? That's actually a piece of a cypress tree I chopped down a few weeks back.
What's the saber-toothed tiger death rate around here? Are we worried about them coming around? Do they eat people?
Well, here's the thing. I've lived here for 34 years, and I've only seen one saber-toothed tiger. And that's true. Hey, look over. Tom, I see a saber-tooth. Tom.
Whoa.
Look to your right, but be quiet because I have really good hearing. I see a saber-tooth, Tom. I can't believe we're out here fishing for carp and there's a saber-tooth.
Oh, you're telling me to be quiet, but you're basically yelling, Jeremy.
Tom, ever since I lost my eye, I can't regulate my voice level.
I apologize again about the whole eye thing. I didn't, when I was casting, I had the new hook and it just pulled you right out. Ugh, sorry.
I tell you, I barely even felt it because it felt like a new hook. So good on you for having a nice sharp hook.
You always look on the bright side. You really do. You're really just a hell of a good friend and a good boatmate.
Tom, it means a lot to me that you would say that.
Yeah.
Because when I was young, I was a negative Ned. I'll tell you that much, Tom. I was a negative Ned.
Well, he gave me pork rinds first, and I don't know where he is, but I just have a feeling that he's gonna give me more pork rinds when he gets back. And I mean, I don't really know like where you got pork rinds from, but if he gave you pork rinds, I don't really think that he like meant it the way he did when he gave me pork rinds. So I just feel like maybe you are like getting your hopes up for something that's not going to be like good for you in the end.
Okay, here's the thing, sweetie. I think what you don't understand is that the pork rinds you give to me were out of pure love, and the pork rinds you give to you were just because you thought you were cute one day.
Okay, Genevieve, take the pork rind out of your mouth so I can understand what you're saying, okay? You have a husband. His name is Henry. You have 2 children. Can you please just let me have Jacob? Please.
Me. You sound like a me repeat. That's what you sound like.
Me. Yes, look, it's the Byzantine era. I need companionship. I do not want to end up eaten by a saber-toothed tiger.
We're not supposed to say Byzantine.
Byzantine. I'm sick of all these rules and the sheriff and the patches.
But the shit. Okay, the screamer is the only one that has a patch. So I don't understand how you're going to be sick of one single thing. It's only one patch.
Well, I'm going to get a patch from the sheriff, and then I'm going to tell people what to do. And Jacob's going to be my boyfriend, and I'm going to get all his pork rinds, and I'm going to make him love me.
You can't force someone to love you. It can't be done. Love is a true emotion that comes from genuineness. I learned that from the sheriff himself.
If you weren't my sister, I would kill you with a knife.
And if you were my sister, I would report you to the sheriff and hope that you had a swift but legal trial, which resulted eventually in your imprisonment.
Well, okay, I want to revise my wish.
Oh, okay.
If you were my sister, I would stab you, you would bleed until you were like almost dead, but not quite. Then you would lay on a slab of rock while you were slowly nursed back to health by some local town's children. And then once you were back to health and you were totally recuperated, I would keep you locked in a mausoleum for 3 years.
Well, if you were my sister, then I would enact the story of Romulus and Remus, the famed Greek founders, and we would suckle at the teat of a giant wolf until we were full size and able to take on the world. And then we would split our empire into two and decide who was the true ruler of the Western world. And after all that happened, I would still win.
If you were my sister. Hey, Rom. Hey, Rom.
Yeah, Reem?
How's your teat today?
Well, it's probably just about the same as yours. I mean, you're sipping on the same source.
Well, so I mean, when we switched last week, I felt like that one was more pepperminty.
Well, that's true. Mother Wolf got into quite a bit of a peppermint patch. What you didn't realize is there is lavender around the edge of the field. Yeah. It's got me feeling a little sleepy, if I can be honest.
You know, I was at school without you. I know. When you were sick yesterday, I went to school without you, and some of the kids were saying that us suckling on a wolf teat is strange and unusual.
Let me guess who it was. Bernard?
It was Bernard. Has he taken issue with our teat sucking with you before?
Yeah, Bernard almost daily makes fun of me. He calls me wolf milk and stuff like that.
Ah, well, you have recess with him. I don't, so you probably get the brunt of it.
Yeah, well, guess what? He's gonna get the brunt of these fists in a day or two when I'm feeling better, when I'm feeling up to snuff.
We should gang up on him.
Okay.
I mean, we're Romulus and Remus. I mean, we can do anything, right?
So true.
With just a little more wolf teat milk.
I tell you, the lavender is a nice touch, though.
What about this one? Stop!
Hey!
Stop!
You can't use multiple. No, I'm serious. Reem. I don't think it's good.
Rom, don't tell Wolf Mother.
I don't think it's good that you're using two and I'm only using one. How am I supposed to grow big and strong?
Well, I want all the teats. I'm Rom. I'm Reem.
You don't even know who you are anymore.
I just got confused. I'm drunk on teat milk.
I know.
Oh, here they come. Here they come, fucking Romulus and Remus. Oh, here they come. Oh, what's up? What's up, milk boy? What's up, wolf tit sucker? Look at these two. Two.
Hey, what's up, Bernard?
Yeah, what's up? Hey, gather around, everybody. Gather around. Hey, let's go down over here.
Are you guys are dumb?
Some kind of fight or something?
Yeah, gather around right now. Gather around. I'm about to lay down some schoolyard bullying on Romulus and Remus, the teat-sucking twins.
You know what? You didn't expect today, Bernard?
What?
That I was healed up and full of lavender milk.
Whoa, look at the size of your muscles. Is that lavender milk?
Watch out.
No.
Here comes another one.
Oh.
And this one's for the people in the seats.
Oh.
And never again shall a Bernard try and triumph over a person who's better than someone named Bernard. Never again shall that happen.
Are there any questions before the quiz on the Roman Empire establishment and the legacy of Romulus,
Professor.
Remus, and Bernard? Yes.
Professor,
Yes,
I was reading.
Carlisle, yes. Carlisle, if you could just sit back in your seat and have a little bit of poise, my boy. What is your question?
Professor, I was reading this chapter about the founding of Rome. Romulus and Remus seem to have encountered a battle with a young boy named Bernard. And in said battle, it seems to have changed the course of history as we all know it for the Western world. Professor, I'm wondering if you can elaborate a little bit on Bernard's lineage. He seemed to have a little more confidence due to a common schoolboy.
This is a long debated historical contest.
Professor, give it to me straight, please. I don't have time for you dancing around the point. I need to know.
It's true. It's true. Bernard had lived in that era. He was a schoolyard bully of Romulus and Remus, and it's well documented. It takes a little flame out of their fire, but it is in fact true. You have discovered the truth, Carmine.
Eureka!
Hey, Rob.
Mother, you'll never guess what I learned at school today.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Ron. Sorry, I mispronounced your name. What did you learn at school today, my dear?
I learned that Western civilization is only different because of one lavender patch and one young boy named Bernard. He was not, in fact, related to any sort of royal family, as I had suspected earlier, Mother, when I told you I was spending years, or what felt like years, which were actually simply weeks in the library.
My boy, you have uncovered an amazing part of human history, and all right before you're about to die of your horrible asphyxiation disease. Lay back, boy, you're being too excitable. Oh, no, here, suck your inhaler. Breathe, boy. Breathe, my boy, my sweet Marc. Marc for his own good boy. Suck your inhaler.
If only I had listened to the doctors and taken Zyrtec. But now I die, Mother.
Listen. No. Don't. Why, God? Why? Alexander the Great, you bastard! Citizens of Byzantine, it is I, Alexander the Great. Let's try that again.
It's great.
It is I, Alexander the Great.
Guys, he is great. Everyone clap. He's good. He's really good. He's good. I don't know if it's good.
Apparently you didn't get the memo that there's to be clap. Anyway.
Hooray!
Thank you.
I think you're great.
Thank you, Justine family, for speaking up. The other families, it will be noted that you did not clap. You will be visited by soldiers tonight. Listen, please do not raspberry in the middle of my public address. Listen. Who did that?
That wasn't the Justin family. That wasn't us.
Don't make me open my other eye.
Don't make him do it, guys. Will everyone just listen to Alexander? Yeah, I'll listen to Alexander.
You knock it off back there in the back, you.
Oh,
Listen up.
it's not awesome. You're the Campbell family.
Listen, I could burn all your huts down right now. Like, I don't care. Okay, I don't actually need you. Okay, I've taken over your city, and I have a couple announcements. I realize we're not on good footing here, but can you just listen up?
You have the support of the Justin family, Alexander. Go, Alexander.
Thank you, Justin. Listen, you're now under the Empire of Alexander. Okay, so all your monies, all your bread, all your assets, put them in a basket. Leave them outside your door tonight. The soldiers are going to come by and pick them up.
Excuse me.
What?
Excuse me.
Yes, we have a question. Go ahead.
I do take issue with the idea of all of our assets and bread. If I give you all of my assets and all of my bread, I will have no bread and no assets left. Do you understand that?
Yes, but this is look, it's not really up for debate, okay? If you want to live, you give up your bread and your assets. So any jewelry you have, maybe a child, put it in the basket.
You're saying if I want to live, if I have no bread and no assets, aka means of getting bread, I'm going to die anyway.
Can you take him out?
Oh yeah, no problem, Alexander. I'm gonna use my new longbow. I actually.
I have no ability to give away anything. Are you pointing that longbow at me? Because I have a couple more salient points that I would like to make.
Nailed it. Alexander up top.
In local news, a slasher has taken the Bisbee Market over on Carmine Avenue and has holding the proprietor hostage at the front desk with a very sharp knife. And we go now to the scene where our own Donald Jackson is standing outside the market. Donald, what can you see from your vantage point?
Hey Tyler. Well, the concrete looks cold, and I can tell you that. I'm almost too scared to look in the market. So I'm getting the distinct vibe though that they're having some trouble inside there. And it seems like from what I can overhear that there's one guy and he's like telling them that the other guy can't leave until something happens, but I'm not. If I could look, it'd be a lot easier, but it's a little too intense. I can't quite muster the courage.
Donald, you seem petrified with fear and unable to move. It's as if there might be a gun or a knife pointed at you at the very moment. Is that the case?
Tyler, that's probably not something I should get into right now.
Okay.
If there's any way anyone could come down here to the market, preferably with a firearm, and that would be good.
All right, Donald. Well, we'll check back in a little while. On to weather. Jennifer, what do you have going for us in the weather forecast for the weekend?
Okay, well, there's going to be a lot of sunshine. The chance of clouds has dropped significantly lower as the cold front is making its way in a northeasterly direction. A lot of people from the Dental Floss factory are looking forward to a great sunny day.
What do you mean? What do you mean they're not? Why are the news cameras going away? I have you at knife point. What do you mean they're taking off? Did you tell them my name, Stabby McGee?
Well, I tried to. I mean, they have just as good a chance hearing you as they have hearing me.
Well, I didn't. I wanted to make a big entrance, but then they went to weather. What kind of unfeeling news program is this?
Well, I don't know. It's just that it's Channel 9, and it's what I watch. Maybe a different channel has different coverage. I'm not sure.
What you watch? Aren't you the reporter? Don't you work there?
I thought I owned this market.
You were supposed to give. Oh, you son of a bitch!
Oh, damn it!
Oh.
You know what?
I see the confusion. That's the news camera outside. Don't do anything. I'm gonna go announce my name to the news.
Okay, good idea. Hi, this is Channel 11 News, and we're getting some really good news from the market that was having bad news. And earlier the news was bad, but now we're gonna throw it to the street where some real good progress has been made for our very own John Scheidler. Go ahead, John.
Thanks, Chester. It's John Scheidler down on the scene down at the Bisbee Market where there's a knife standoff going on inside. Let's go in and check it out and see what they're doing. Hey, what's going on in here?
Okay, John, be careful.
Knife. What's up with you, buddy?
My name is well, people call me Paul, but I prefer to any number of different knife names. But you could call me McStabbier.
McStabbier. Wow, that's a sharp knife. Ooh, don't stab me with it, huh? You're quite a wild card, bud. Did you come over here to take over this market?
Yeah, I came over here to take over this market. I was first I was outside of a window and I was gonna commit just regular old murder, but my conscience kind of got the best of me. So I came in here and I said to myself, it'd be nice to own a local market.
Oh, is that what's up with these? What's up with all these dirty magazines in your pockets of your jacket here? Are you getting away with a little merchandise?
Well, this market is not only just a regular shopping market, but I do love it for the readings collection. If you'll look here, this is a penthouse. This is actually a vintage issue. You wouldn't have expected to find in a market like this, but sometimes you get lucky.
Well, there you have it, folks. Stabby, Mr. McStabberton, Stabby McGee, some people call him. He's down here at the Bixby Market, and if you want to come on down, seems like a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, come by and say hi. Well, thanks so much, John. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. Okay, townspeople, head on in.
That fateful day, after his speech to Byzantania, Alexander went down into the townspeople, spreading his opinions amongst them, touching each baby on the head, and yes, he finally opened his other eye.
Well, Alex, I'm just surprised that that's how you feel about the Tigris River. I mean, I personally am not a fan of building so many bridges.
Well, let me ask you this. Have you been on a ship going down the Tigris in the middle of the summer? Have you?
I've been on a small boat. I wouldn't call it a ship.
Exactly. I'm Alexander the Great. I feel like I have a little more experience with the Tigris, and I do feel like it needs several bridges. But if you're a local shop owner who sells beads, maybe you have some opinions that are better or more important than Alexander the Great.
Well, I mean, let's agree to disagree. Like, I think I have a good handle on economics, and maybe you know a little bit more about war, but I'm running a business here.
Yeah, okay, and I'm running a fucking empire. Okay, okay. So you deal with your beads, all right, and I'll go ahead and I'll see to the future of all mankind. How about that?
Well, okay, right. Well, next time you're in the market for beads, don't come to my shop. Okay, don't come to Mike's Beads because you're not getting any, especially not a discount.
Well, now hang on, Mike. Now hang on, Mike. I do have a couple eunuchs that I need beaded necklaces for, and you are the best beads in town. I will give you that. So, let's not be adversarial. We have some business to do.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I'm seeing. As I'm seeing, if you're building all these bridges in the rivers, it's gonna put a damper on my business. And then how am I supposed to do business even for your eunuchs? I have a family to feed.
Okay. Well, hey, look. I just want to spread my opinions, okay, and open my eye, and I've come and I've done that, okay? Put your stuff in the basket. Let's have it out by the end of the night so that we can pick up your assets and all your bread, please.
Okay, well, that part I don't really take much issue with. Here, just...
Oh, that's good bread.
It's a sourdough. Hey, Ron, I know Alexander probably stopped by here too, but I'm just wondering, do you have any flour left? Because I could really use another loaf of sourdough.
Oh, well, we definitely, we have sourdough starter, but that's going to call, it's going to be a week or two inside the congestion period where it ingests and it grow out of there. So nothing quick, bud.
Jeez. What am I supposed to do? I promised my family we would have a meal of sourdough tonight. Sourdough and dried lentils, but now we only have dried lentils and not any of the sourdough.
Listen, it's all this time that we're living in. It's really hard on all of us. I don't want to say it out loud, but you know what era it is.
It's the Byzantine era. You're right.